Hello, everybody. My name is Euphorya, and this is Duskers. Now, Duskers is currently in early access, and it was developed by a developer called Misfits Attic, and they're responsible for a game came out a couple years ago, a virus named Tom, and that was like a puzzler. I didn't play it, but I heard that it was pretty good. But this is Duskers, and it's kind of a space survival salvage drone operation simulator. It's a lot. It's really kind of neat, and I think the best way to explain it is just get into the game. So let's start right here. All right, so start a new game here. Loading BIOS salvage vessel. So we're the last remaining pilot. There you go. Crew size 1 in this salvage vessel, and apparently everybody in the universe has died, I guess. Or everybody's gone, at least. There's a lot of these wrecked vessels around, and our job is to find out why. So, at the beginning of each game, everything is procedurally generated, and this is our current system, and these are the ships that we can, fly to and salvage. We can zoom out here and go to our galaxy view, so these are other systems that we can fly to, and then we have our universe view, which we don't have any data about the universe. I've been playing about 2 hours now, and I haven't gotten too much into other universes or other galaxies yet. But I suppose you can go to other galaxies, so that's kind of cool. Now, so yes, as I said, we're trying to find logs and piece together what happened, and the logs you found are persistent between all your different playthroughs, but you're gonna die. This game is actually it's fairly difficult, but each ship is kind of like a puzzle here. So the current ship we're docked at, that's our ship is marked by the blue arrow there. So it's a military class vessel, infestation types 2, age is 184 years old. It's well, we're docked at it, that's its distance, and we haven't visited yet. So let's go ahead and board this vessel. So as you can see here, there's the ship on the left, and here are our drones. So you don't actually go and explore ships yourself, you send your drones to go and do it for you, and that makes perfect sense. Because why would you go to these ships with all these crazy dangers on it? So Wally has a motion sensor and a gatherer module. Abby here has a generator module, and Matt has a tow and a lure module. And I'll talk about what all these things mean as we get into the game. But we don't have any new modules or anything yet, so let's just board the ship. Alright, scanning, inconclusive, infestation types 2, hull integrity good. Okay, I like to hear that. I'm sorry, baby, I'm coming home. Installation of the new automated factory system started last week. I inquired about working as an engineer or control admin like you, corrupted, aren't offering training anymore. Can't, corrupted, surprised, at least I get to see you sooner, something or other, hoped. And I know, we'll work something out. Let you know when the transit papers arrive, probably. From Benny98. There you go. Sorry about my reading there. That was crazy. I need to get my eyes warmed up. Alright. So we start out, this is our overview, I guess, of the ship. So again, all the ships are procedurally generated. So it's kind of like, it's very similar to FTL in that way, I think. This game is quite compelling so far, actually. I like it. So here are our drones 1, 2, and 3. Here is our console where we can issue a bunch of commands to our drones. So we can command our drones through the console, or we can actually control them directly. So I can press 1 here, and that's mapped to drone 1. So I'll press 1, and there you go. We get control over Wally. It's got a nice little sensor there. And then here we go. We got door 1. So what I can do is press A1, and that'll open this airlock door. So A is kind of airlock, is what that stands for. And we'll come and explore this ship here. Alright, so there's a generator there. We've got some doors. So I can control them manually, or I can use the console. I can say navigate. 2 and 3, let's say, to, let's go to the thing here, R2. So what this is saying is navigate drones 2 and 3 to R2. So I'm directly controlling Wally here, but if I press enter on there, the other 2 drones are going to head into this room automatically. So managing, direct control of a drone and also, controlling your other drones through the console, that's really important. And a lot of the stuff you do is going to be through the console. Alright, so we've explored this area so far, and as you can see, everything's gray, so nothing's powered. So what we need to do, Abby, as you can see in the top left there, Abby has a generator module. So she can connect to the ship's generator and power stuff. So all we have to do is set generator. And the game's really good about making this console easy to use, right? All I had to do was type G and it auto-completes generator for me, so I can do that. And then we start powering up here. So as you can see, we got... wow, that's a long hallway. We explored some of the ship here, right? And all the green means this stuff is powered. So we got a bunch of rooms that we can go ahead and explore and try to salvage here. So what I want to do is we need to be kind of careful because enemies will just destroy us. So what I can do is type motion here. There you go. So Wally has a motion sensor, and as you can see, there's something moving in the room above us, above room 3 there. But there's nothing in the other rooms. So let's explore the other rooms a little bit, and then we'll deal with that room above us. So I'll type D4 to open up door 4 there. There we go. And we'll get Wally to check out that room. Alright, looks like we have a defensive turret in there. We don't need to open that door because we know what's there. I believe there's nothing in this room either, right? Let's double check. Yeah. Okay, so we'll open up D7 and check out this one. Alright, so we got another generator. We got an interface terminal there. Is there anything else in this room? I hope there's no enemies in this room, but I'm gonna go. This ship is long as hell, man. I mean, not long in terms of length, but long in just... I guess, yes, in terms of length. Not time, but in terms of... Long in terms of time, not in terms of length, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so, we found a couple things here. And, if we're ever in a room and we want to know, what's a summary of what we found, you can type info, and it shows what you found here. So you can see items in room 6. We got a power inlet, so we can use generator to power that. And then we got an access terminal. We can use interface to deal with that. So if I look here, none of my drones have interface module available, so we can't really use any of them for those purposes. But so we can't use any of these terminals. And as you can see in the top left there, those doors aren't powered. So it looks like the generator we have available only powers kind of the bottom half of this this ship. We need to get up to that generator to power the other half of the ship. And there's many other strategies you can, and ship modules you can get. Like you can upgrade your ship to be able to remotely power some of these generators sometimes. But I think what I want to do at this point, let's navigate 1 to room 3, and we'll bring Matt down here. I really like all the drones have a different little chirp that they do. So Wally, Abby, Matt, and a lot of them have different kind of vision cones and stuff. It's actually pretty neat. So what I want to do, let's go back to our motion sensor. So we got an enemy in that room. That's bad. So let's close D4 and let's try to entice it to enter room 5 there instead. So let's go D11. We'll open up that door, and actually this probably isn't going to work. Oh, I guess there was another enemy in a room above room 5 there. So we've successfully locked an enemy in room 5 there. So I think there's probably a room 5 in a room adjacent up here somewhere. So we got that enemy. That's good. Maybe we can. There's nothing in room 3 right now, so maybe we can get that enemy stuck in room 3. So let's navigate 1 to room 6, and we'll close some doors here. We'll close D13. We'll close D7. And then we'll check out our motion sensor, and we'll open up D14. So we'll try to get this enemy in that upper room, entice it to move down into room 3. So when you open doors, enemies sometimes they get curious and will wander in there. And that's really our only strategy right now. I guess we could drop a lure. There you go, D14. Okay. I guess we could drop a lure into room 3, since Matt has a lure system here, but we don't really need to do that. Okay. So we got 2 enemies trapped in these 2 rooms. I hope to the Lord there's no enemies in this hallway here. That would suck. I guess we can find out. So, unfortunately, our results for our motion sensor are inconclusive in that area. That doesn't necessarily mean there's an enemy in there, but it could. Alright, we found a little salvage. Found some more salvage. That's excellent. It doesn't look like an enemy's in here. They usually rush you if they're in a room with you. Ooh, ship upgrade. Awesome. That's really good. And an interface. Sweet. Alright, so that's a ship upgrade. That's very good. Here we found a new airlock, A2. So what I can do here is, currently our ship is docked in airlock 1, so what I can do is say dock A2. And then that'll move our ship to this new airlock, which will be quite nice. There you go. And we'll open up A2. There you go. So there's some scrap here. So what I can say is gather, and Wally will go gather that scrap. I could also, alternatively, I could do gather all, and then anybody who has a gather module will gather everything in this room. And so far there's only 2 things in the room, so not bad. So let's move. So the generator. Generator bot has to actually stay near the generator to make it work. So we only really have 2 bots that are available. As you can see in the top left, Matt has the tow capability. So there was a ship upgrade over here. So what we can do is say info and get some info on what this upgrade is. So remote power, there you go. So what we can do, once we install this on our ship, we can remotely power a generator without using a drone. That's pretty useful, since, right now our drone 2 is locked down because they have to power this generator, but now with the remote power module, once we install it on our ship, we can actually manually power one of these without a drone. So what I'm going to do is let's say tow. Okay. So now Matt will tow this upgrade. You can kind of see it there as moving it along here. And we'll bring it into our docking bay. Cool. And then we'll say tow again to drop it off there. And now once we leave, we will have that module available for us. Excellent. Very good. So, I think we've done all we can do in this kind of bottom right corner, so I'm going to navigate 2 to room 6. So we'll get our generator drone over there, so we can activate that generator. And hopefully take a look at the rooms above us here. They get stuck a little bit. The navigation's a little wonky sometimes, but, it is early access, so they're working on making that a little better. Let me get them into a more out of the way position here. There we go. All right, so we got some knowledge of the rooms above us now. So let's check some motion. Doesn't look like there's anybody in room 9, so that's great. Let's open door 16 and we'll explore in here. All right, we found a turret. So again, if we had an interface module, we could interface with the ship's computers and activate some terminals or some turrets here and kill the enemies that we have locked in these rooms, stuff like that. But we don't have one of those robots yet. Let's navigate 3 to room 7, and let's open D6, and we'll open D17. And, we'll start exploring this area a little bit here. That looks like a dead drone, I think. We got another room in there. All right, so there's two types of drones you can find. So this is a completely dead drone. So we can look at info there. There you go. Drone Sarah destroyed. So completely destroyed, and we can swap to kind of salvage some upgrades from Sarah here. There's also disabled drones that you can bring back to your ship, and then they basically enhance your drone armada there. So you can fix up disabled drones and make them serviceable again. But this drone is not fixable, so we'll just swap here. And it looks like she has a sensor module in there, which is excellent. So we'll attach that sensor module to Wally here. And now we have a new capability, Sensor. And basically what Sensor does is it scans a room and tries to find any salvage that's in the room. Pretty useful ability, because you can get a little more salvage than you could normally do from a visual inspection like this, like in that other we found salvage. It's another console, not really useful. And let's just check out this other. There's an enemy there? Can we get him to move into this room, maybe? I really want to check out room 11, but I don't want to get killed. I guess that's it's like the. There we go, D11. Awesome. So he left by opening that door there. So now we can explore this room safely. What do we got here? Let's scan. Or sorry, sensor. Yeah, there's nothing in this room. Oh well, that was a waste of time. Alright. So, we can sensor around here every once in a while if we, or these other rooms if we want to, but I think we got a pretty good haul from this area. We didn't find any fuel or anything, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Or it's not necessarily too bad. So let's just leave, I think. I think it's time to leave. So what we can do is we can say navigate 1, 2, and 3 to R1. There you go. And now everybody will head back to our ship, and then we can exit this place. Awesome. Alright, exit. And there you go! First ship successfully looted. Let's see, we got some jump fuel. We collected 2 scrap, and we collected a ship upgrade, and we also got a sensor module equipped to Wally. So that's all very good. So let's go back to our space screen. Alright, so that was pretty good. Let's take a look at our ship here. So as you can see, we got our ship. We got this remote power module, so we can press enter to equip that to our ship. So now we can remotely power a generator if we want to, which is actually extremely useful. Alright, so I think I want to do, let's do like one more for this video here. And I'll show you a couple other things. Let's see, we got a salvage ship there, we got a military ship, that might be interesting. We got a barge, salvage, military, private ship, another salvage ship. How about we go to the Jolt Z? That seems like it might be kind of interesting. So as you can see here, the number on the bottom right there, I believe that says it'll cost us 3 propulsion to actually move to this ship. So let's go over there. Yeah, I think this is fine. There we go. So now we don't have enough fuel to get over to these areas anymore. Now we can find fuel on other ships, and we'll talk about that in a second. Let me show you we'll go to modifications screen here. So as you can see, these are our drones, and we can repair them, we can upgrade them, we can do all kinds of stuff, and this basically it costs scrap. Now we have 4 scrap, as you can see in the top here, based on the scrap we got from that last ship we salvaged. And so we can increase our drones, health or heal them. We can also, modify these upgrades and like refill them. So motion sensor, 43 out of 50 uses remaining. So we can, add 25 more motion sensor uses there by spending some scrap, etc., etc. So all this stuff. We can also create gather and generator are like exceptionally important. So if you lose a drone with either of those two modules, then you can create a new version of the generator module to help you out. All right, but in the meantime, let's board this ship. So I'm pretty happy with Wally having the sensor module. I think I'm good with that. Yeah, so I'm okay with this loadout for now. So let's get onto this ship. All right, indicate silent till the cause and scale. Attacks have been accessed. Delegates running. It's all messed up. I don't know what the hell that it's saying there. All right. So I'm going to do a quick motion scan just to make sure there's no enemy waiting directly outside the door for us, and then we'll open up our airlock here. Get going. Okay. Alright, we got a generator. Ooh, another ship upgrade we found. Interesting. Ship surveyor. I don't know what that does, but that sounds pretty awesome. Okay, we got an interface terminal here. And we got some more rooms. Excellent. So let's try to power this thing. So we'll do remote R2, I think. So we do that? There we go. So now our ship, we remotely activated that generator using our remote power upgrade. That is very powerful, actually. I haven't really used that before. But that's neat. I like that. Let's move drone 1 to R3 here. We'll navigate everybody else to R2, and we'll actually get Matt to tow this upgrade into our airlock here. So we'll go tow, and then we'll go navigate 3 to R1. So now he'll bring that to R1. And in the meantime, let's motion sense there. Okay, so there's an enemy in R4 there, and we have no idea what's in R5. So I think what I'm going to try to do, let's try to lure this robot, the enemy, into D11 here. And as I was doing that, I told Matt there to stop towing their module, and let's get him back into room 2, shall we? So later on, there are other ways you can deal with enemies. There's stealth modules. Oh, excellent. There's stealth modules, so you can actually explore rooms. You can explore rooms stealthily and walk among enemies there. Oh, nice. So this is the ship's engine. We can get some fuel cells from that. So let's just gather at this point. And while we're gathering that, let's do status. So status tells us the status of the current ship that we're in, basically. So hull integrity medium, 224 years old. One type of infestation discovered. So I think that's the enemy types discovered, basically. And then it's a military A ship. And as you can see there, we collected 1 jump cell, so we have a little more jump capability here. All right, let's motion this off. I know for a fact there's an enemy in room 5 because we just lured one in there, and we don't know anything about the other rooms though. Interesting. So let's see if we can lure that enemy back into room 4 for us. But yeah, and also interface modules. We could interface with the computer if we had one of those, and the enemy could run in here, and then we could activate that turret and kill the enemy, which would be nice. Alright, D5. Alright, we've got another interface terminal. Let's motion sense. Okay, so unfortunately we don't have much knowledge of anything beyond these areas, which kind of scares me a little bit. So I think what we can do here is let's redock basically at A2 at airlock 2 over there and see if we can get a better angle on this thing. So let's navigate 1, 2, and 3 to R1. One really neat thing, actually, that we can do, which I can show you in a second here, that they have is it's what's called alias. So I'll type in alias here, and now you can create custom commands here. So notice that end. So we have end here equals navigate 1, 2, 3, 4 to R1. So basically, if I type end, sorry, then it'll automatically navigate all my drones to R1. So that's really cool. You're basically creating macros, I guess. If you want to, this one begin, it opens the airlock door, navigates your first 2 drones into the first room, and then sets your second drone to activate the generator, and then gives you a status on the ship. So that's like a cool little, just gives you a bunch of commands that you can execute at once by, quickly, which is nice. So let's dock A2. So this game really has some kind of slick usability things that they added here. I like it. Let's motion sense. All right, so this is going to be a little dangerous. We're going into R6. I have no idea what's in there. So yeah. Let's be cautious. A2. No. Oh shit. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Okay. Wally died. Damn it. Oh god, I forgot to close the door there. We are so fucked. Alright. Everybody's dead. Excellent. So I didn't handle that well. Definitely did not handle that well. So we got enemies. Let's just exit here. Live enemies in the docking bay. Yes. Please leave. And we'll exit. Alright. So, luckily enough, two of my drones actually died in my docking bay, so that's not bad. And we actually retrieved the ship upgrade, the ship surveyor, which is also not too bad. Yeah, so it didn't go well. We can add, the ship surveyor, determine their structure layout. Oh, that's really good. So actually, we can survey a ship and determine all the room layouts without having to, explore manually. That's pretty nice. Little ability there. And if we look at our drones here, we see that Abby and Matt are both disabled, so they have 0 health. So what we need to do is go to, I think, modifications, and then here we can repair them using our scrap and stuff like that. There you go. So now they both have 20 health. Great. Awesome. So now I only have 2 drones left, and they're all dead. But I think that's a good place to end here. So the next step, I guess, would be to look into more of these areas. We can find more drones, find more salvage. We can also jump. So let's just say jump to this area. There you go. So now we jumped to a new star system. So we got a new star system here, and whenever you jump, it refills your propulsion so you can get around the system again and explore what you kind of want to. And there's also some objectives like explore a space station, explore various other little things. It's quite nice. So yeah, that's Duskers. I'm really enjoying it so far. Actually, it's very fun. It is fairly difficult. As you can see, I made quite a terrible mistake there and lost one of my drones in the process. Who was it? It was Wally. Wally died! Oh god, Wally is dead. And I like the little chirps and pings of the different drones, and they kind of have their own little personalities. I can see getting emotionally attached to your drones, I suppose. And then it's kind of like an XCOM style, when they die, you feel terrible type of thing. But yes. So anyway, that's Duskers. I'm gonna have a pretty good time with it. It is early access. It's available on Steam and I guess Humble Bundle, I believe, or Humble somewhere, for $20 right now. I'm not usually a big fan of early access, but if you like what you see here, I think the game is pretty good in early access. But you only have to wait a couple months if you want to get the full release there. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and click the like button. If you'd like to see more from me, then go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.